Hello, hello, hello. Okay, I just keep hearing that there's a message that wants to come through for all of the new humans here creating the new earth. No big deal. So if this video found you, I'm going to trust that that is you. If it resonates with you, then stick around. I don't know what this message is. I'm feeling the call to have us all just breathe. Let's just breathe. What I'm hearing right now is that you need to zero in. You need to zero into this frequency right here, right now. So you can move on from this video if you don't want to breathe with me, but if you do, if you feel this is for you, then breathe. Then trust that this video found you because you need to pause. You need to pause. That's what they're telling me. You need to pause right now, not later, now. Whatever you're doing, breathe fully, deeply, completely. Closing your eyes. As you breathe, drop into your heart. Feel into the frequency, the energy, the power of you here now. Okay, you continue to breathe because now I'm getting a message. You are one of one. You are one of one. There is no other frequency. That is you. And you, being who you're here to be, as the frequency that you are, cannot happen anywhere else other than now. This frequency you're feeling right now is truth. This is you. You are frequency, you are energy. You are in a human form. You have memory, you have history, you have thoughts, you have alchemy. You have a lot of things on this human journey. That's why you came to Earth. You came to Earth to experience all of this. But right now, what they're wanting me to remind you of is that you are one of one frequency. You are in that human form, which is the one you are creating through, but you are source consciousness. You are frequency that uses this human vessel to create. And you right now have been creating, this is what I'm hearing, okay? This is what I'm hearing. You have been creating a lot of chaos. You've been creating a lot of chaos. And they're saying to receive this with love, continue to breathe because you know it's true. The chaos is happening within you, though. There's a battle going on within you more than ever before between your ego and your soul because you have awakened, you have remembered to such a high level of frequency and consciousness that you can't deny anymore. You can't deny anymore who you are and what you're here for, which is limitless, boundless, infinite light and love. You can't deny that you are the new human, that you are here to create the new earth because it resonates as true for you. Maybe this is the first time you're hearing it, but does it resonate? Yeah, they're saying for some of you it is. And some of you are just hearing this and some of you have been hearing this for a while. So regardless when you're here, okay, there's like extreme ringing in my right ear right now. When I bring through these messages from your higher selves, it's like it's different, but okay. And I've been told by Zero that the ringing is them clearing the line because there's so much coming through. So all of you here, when you receive this, if it's resonating with you, that you are the new human. You are here to create what doesn't exist. You're here to create the new earth through being a channel in the now of higher consciousness. So instead of playing in old paradigms, you're here now playing in the new earth paradigm, which is nothing but truth through frequency here now. So trusting resonance. And when you are here now as the new human, you are trusting, I'm just trying to hear clearly, you're trusting in the frequency and energy. But it's very important, it's very important that you understand this right now. You are not ignoring, denying, killing your ego consciousness. Your ego consciousness is the most powerful part of this, beyond the fact that you're source consciousness, because without your human, without your ego consciousness, without your identity, your personality, none of this exists. You are just source. So there's nothing more powerful and important than your conscious human self. And they're telling me that you needed to hear this because you have been resisting and working against your current human incarnation. You have been trying to fix and figure out and problem solve. And in case you didn't see yesterday's video here, it's time to stop consuming and start creating as the one of one that you're here to be, as the frequency, the energy, the consciousness that you are. And as you choose to be here now, embodied in your light, in your divinity, everything that you are divinely designed to be, to express, to experience, to create will be easy. But you've got to stop resisting this reality, because the reality that you currently are seeing, experiencing, that you have still been trying to change, to fix, to manipulate, it's all just an echo. It's all an echo of the past, which doesn't exist because it's all a paradox. It's all in your mind on the human journey, but that's on purpose. You aren't here to not have a mind, to not have ego consciousness, to not have an identity, to not have a personality, to not have wishes and wants and desires. Now that you've shifted out of the fourth dimension of consciousness and you're here in the fifth, we can still experience the third and fourth dimension. The third dimension we're going to experience all the time, as long as you're in human form. Like, you're going to experience the material world, but you can be the light there in the 5D. But we can completely shift out of the fourth dimension of consciousness, of the dimension of consciousness where we have something to do, to fix, to figure out, to problem solve, where we need to prove, where we need to perform. You are here to just be free. You are here to be free. You are here to be the light that the 3D reality that you chose to have on this human adventure, you are here to be the light there. And so the more that you choose in the now what feels like truth for you through resonance, you will receive more light and more love, because that's innately what all of this is. But that isn't something you can figure out. It's only something you can feel. And it's going to be the most natural, innate, easy feeling. You being the light and choosing to love yourself now is the purpose of all of this. And when you do that, and then you create what you feel called to because of how you designed yourself to be, you will receive the miracles to live a life beyond your human dreams, because your soul is coded with dreams beyond what you can comprehend. So your human, though, is designed. You have this human design, and you are designed with dreams and wishes and wants and passions and things that are innately easy for you purposely. But you chose all of this. You programmed yourself. You coded yourself. And all of us new humans here are now hearing and resonating more with the truth of the unknown than the known. Are you not? Are you not wanting to listen to things that there really isn't proof of? I have no proof of any of this other than the fact that I'm fully fucking living it. Like, I'm living it. If you're in the Light and Love Club, you know you can't fake this. You can't fake frequency. You can't force alignment. You just got to live it. You got to live it. And we've got to live it authentically and transparently. And that's what I'm doing. And there's many challenges. My human consciousness is still sometimes wanting to play in the paradigms of limitation and lack, but they don't last. We don't last very long there, because I know in the now that my soul knows the truth of me, knows the truth of me in this human body, because the truth of us is frequency and energy that we call, at least this is what Zero's made it aware to me is like our truth is our soul that knows the truth of us, of all of this, of all that we are, but it doesn't know it mentally. So there's no proof to our ego consciousness, but we feel it. And that's why we have a human body. I don't know why they're wanting me to tell you all of this right now, but they are. You're ready to hear this, I guess. What they're telling me right now is it's because you are one of one frequency, and that frequency is needed right now. This is a call because your frequency is specifically needed in the new earth. Earth is calling you forward, but you have to trust what's beyond the known. You have to trust in what you feel now. And the more that you trust in what you feel now, more of your truth will be revealed to you. But you can only ever be here now, and that's when your super consciousness will lead and guide you through frequency and energy, which is your highest consciousness, which when you're here zeroed in, are you still breathing? Breathe fully, deeply, completely. Just breathe and feel. Again, dropping into your heart, they're telling me. Just drop into your heart, feel the frequency of now. Clearly something is resonating with you. Just feel and breathe. You are a channel. And they want me to tell you right now that the answers to everything you are trying to figure out right now are here. You within the next 7 days, from whenever you found this, you are going to feel and see. I'm just trying to hear clearly. You're going to feel and see your truth in a way that you can't unfeel and see. But you can't find or figure that out. You just have to trust so deeply. And what they're telling me is what you're going to experience, like what you're going to experience that is going to reveal truth beyond what you've experienced before as to like what you're here for. It can only happen if you truly choose to trust the frequency and energy, to trust the resonance. If there's things that call to you and then you don't choose them out of doubt, out of beliefs of limitation, of lack, just know that's why it's not happening. It's not happening because you're not worthy. It's just happening because you're not choosing it. And you need to understand, okay? You need to understand that you can't understand until you are living it. So you can continue to consume, you can continue to listen, you can continue to receive messages like this that resonate with you, but really be aware of where you're then not choosing to follow through for you. Not because you're doing it wrong, but just so that then you're aware of how free you could be if you choose differently. Because when you see where you're choosing to give your power away, like the excuses that you're giving yourself as to why you can't take the leap, at least you're being honest with yourself is what they're saying. Because you've spent a lot of time, okay, I'm just going to close my eyes and receive this. You've spent a lot of time on this human journey, so aware and conscious, believing in all of this, speaking a lot of this, but not choosing it. You're not choosing the you that you know you're here to be. You're still making excuses, even though we continue to tell you not to make excuses or to see where you're making excuses, where you're giving your power away. So continue to. Not to shame and blame and guilt yourself. That's not going to do anything for you. But to shine the light of your consciousness on it, to allow it to see the patterns that your human plays in, and eventually you will choose to be the alchemist of all of this. You are an alchemist. You are here to transmute all of this into light. You have human density. You have conditioning. You have beliefs. You have trauma. You have drama. You have patterns that all got you here. And now you're here to be the alchemist, the creator, the channel that you divinely designed yourself to be. You have this human vessel, vehicle, temple on purpose. And you received this video today because it's time for you to play in the unknown, to remember that you are all knowing. You are super conscious, and you have a direct line to your superconscious mind, to the divine in any moment. If you just breathe. If you breathe and you feel and you zero into now, and you receive beyond the noise, even if your mind is busy, even if the reality happening around you is loud, when you feel into the stillness, into the peace, into the breath, into the beingness of you, you are rewarded. You are rewarded. So the more you choose that over the next 7 days, the ways that source, okay, I just got really excited. What I just heard is that you are going to be so divinely compensated. You are going to be so divinely compensated. So devote right now. This is what they're telling me. Devote right now, from whenever you're finding this, for the next 7 days. You're just going to test this. You're just going to test it. Because Source doesn't test you. They don't test you, but we test ourselves. So just test this. The next 7 days, what they're telling me is live in devotion to now. Trust the frequency and energy. Really trust in the little things, in the little calls to change things up, to go a different direction. And what they're saying is a lot of you have been doing that. A lot of you have been doing that. Sometimes. Do it all the time. The big, the small, and the in-between. If it's not a yes, it's a no or a not now. Just continue to trust in what is of the highest frequency and excitement. Continue to trust in what is in vibrational resonance with you. Because they just keep repeating this. You are one of one frequency. Nothing outside of you can show you what you are until you are embodying all that you are. And if you're playing in paradigms in your mind that you have to be anyway, to be worthy, to be seen, to be ready, to be free, then you're not being your true frequency. And Earth is calling your frequency. Earth is calling your frequency. You want me to say that one more time? Earth is calling your frequency, your true frequency, the frequency that you are not resisting being, the you that is here just living so in devotion to your truth. That is what you are being called to through this video. This message found you because you are one of one frequency, and you are here to change everything by embodying all that you are, because you are the creator of all of this. So this video found you because you have awakened to a level of consciousness and frequency. They want me to reiterate this. You are at a level of consciousness and frequency now, right now, that you have never been at before. Everything in your reality feels different because of your frequency. But many of you are still lowering back into lower paradigms and choosing perspectives that are not aligned with what you know is true. So it's feeling chaotic within you because you're in this battle between your ego and your soul. And you've woken up to such a level that you can't deny your divinity, but you still kind of are. So it just feels a little exhausting and chaotic, and like you're not getting it and you're not getting the reward. So this found you at the perfect time. exactly when it needed to from now for 7 days. Devote completely, fully, more than you ever have before, to trusting you, to trusting your frequency, your energy now, because that is how you will start to create the confidence within you. Because in the human journey, we are habitual beings. So we need to continue to repeatedly do things to build confidence, but now where you're at, now where you're at in frequency and consciousness and energy, the only way that you can live in the 5D, which is what you've shifted, like you're already living in it. You're living in it. You're experiencing it a lot. You're creating this new earth reality for you, but you're continuing to shift back. So you're feeling like burnt out and exhausted or frustrated still. It's not because you're doing anything wrong. It's just you're still playing in some belief systems that aren't aligned anymore. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about any of that. You don't need to fix anything. It's all exactly how it's meant to be. You just need to choose to move forward into the unknown, trusting frequency and energy, following the calls, following what you know you're here to do, to create, to play. That's it. That's the way. So know that this found you now and you're still listening, because this is how you will receive the divine compensation that you need to live a life beyond your wildest dreams. You are going to see your light and your truth in a whole new way, but your mind cannot figure that out. The how, the what, the when, the where, the why, any of it. But every now you will know what to do. And then it will happen, friends. You wouldn't receive and resonate with this if you hadn't already shifted and awakened to a level that you get, that you are the new human here. There is light activated and awakened within your human DNA that is changing all of this for you. And it's literally changing. What I'm hearing is a lot of you, your physical bodies are changing too. Your cravings, you're not choosing the ways you used to numb and avoid. Good for you. They want me to tell you to be really proud of all the ways you've stopped choosing, the ways that you numb and run and avoid, that you stop yourself from feeling, because you're here to feel all of this. You don't get to selectively numb. But the good news is when you are in the 5D, it's all light and love and bliss and happiness. Not to say your human won't experience loss or pain or anger or frustration, but you then experience it through the embodiment of your super conscious alchemist creator self that knows that you're here to experience that, to bring the light to it. And then that just expands the consciousness and frequency, and you'll get it. You're getting it. You're doing it. And many of you are just waking up to your power, and there's a few of you that are fully living it. Regardless, if you're still listening, do not deny yourself this. Choose for the next 7 days to live so in devotion to your truth, to trust in resonance and frequency and energy. And as soon as you see yourself get in your mind, which even I'm hearing is happening now with like, but what about my job? What about my kids? What about my boyfriend? What about my dog? What about my bills? It's 1 week. What if, okay. What if right now you got an awful flu and for the next week, there was literally nothing you could do but lie in bed and take care of yourself? They don't want to have to give you the flu, is what they just said. They want you to live so vital and embodied and empowered. They don't want to have to give you another flu or anything else that you have gone through on this human journey so that you can slow down. They want you to just be here. You can still choose to do the human things, but you're doing it because it feels like it's what you want to do for your human, not what you have to do. There is so many ways that you are giving your time, your energy, your frequency, your money away. So don't worry about the things that you think you have to change. Don't worry about that. It's 1 week. It's 1 week. Trust frequency. Trust frequency and energy. See what is revealed to you. See what comes through. And then trust more and trust more. And you won't, they're telling you you're not going to recognize yourself in a week. Like a week from now, you are going to be a whole new you in a way that you right now can't even comprehend. But if you try and figure that out and like manipulate it, it's not, I want to look this way. I want to do this thing. Source is telling me that this is what's going to happen. They're telling me to tell you this. That's not what they're talking to. You can't figure it out. You got to feel it in. Do this experiment of feeling over figuring it out for the next week. And anytime you catch yourself playing in lower paradigms, choose what's higher and better then, because you'll be rewarded for that. You will be rewarded every time you choose you. Don't worry about the times that you don't, but every time that you do, you will be rewarded. They promise you. Okay? So I'm going to do this too. I'm going to do this too. And if I don't know, maybe I'll come back here in a week and share. You can share below, but also in this video, you can share below in a week from now. If any of you are in the Light and Love Club, maybe we'll go deeper into this in our Now Self-Mastery class. I don't know, but this is really fun because this is the way of the 5D. This is the way. This is the way. And like, trust, as we brought through in yesterday's video, trust in the 5D, it's not mental. It's frequency. It's energy. There's no proof. There's no evidence. There's no evidence of where you'll be, what you'll be, how you'll be, who you'll be, what you'll be experiencing a week from now. There also isn't any evidence or certainty of it if you continue to choose to be in paradigms of limitation and lack and unworthiness. There's no certainty of anything. And this doesn't have to be a blow up your whole reality and put your nervous system in fight or flight. Like, I'm just going to not go to work because Cortnie told me not to go to work. They're telling me that's not what they're saying. They're telling you to live so embodied. Maybe you walk to work instead of drive. They're saying maybe you take a mental health day because you want to. Instead of being sick to take that, you go to the lake. You go to the beach, you go to the mountains, you go to a park, anything that you want to do. It's 1 week. It's 1 week to just fully choose and live in devotion to you. They're really, really forcing, it's not forcing, but like they really want me to overstate that. Like, it's only 1 week. There's no certainty of where you'll be a week from now in any way at this moment. And there is no then, there's only now, but we have this linear timeline on our human journey. So you can look to a week from now. So for me, it's July 6th. So 7 days from now. It's also 2/12 right now on July 6th. So if a week from now, for me, I am going to see what comes through when I trust even more in the frequency and energy. And yeah, I think that's all that's here right now. So thank you for playing and co-creating this with me. Thank you for having fun with me in the quantum while I just receive these messages. And if you're still here, clearly something's resonating. So just have fun with this. Like, actually curiously, instead of choosing others, including future or previous versions of you or anyone else in your human reality, you know, we've spent however many years we've been on this human journey. We spend a lot of time giving our power to previous versions of us or to other human beings that we think have more authority than us in how we should live. What if you just choose for a week to live as your highest consciousness is guiding you? That's what they're telling me. Your highest consciousness wants to lead and guide you fully for this next week. There's nothing you have to do. Just be open to like the urges, things that drop in where all of a sudden you just want to stop everything and drink your glass of water. Where you feel called right now to go and call a friend. Where you feel called to move some furniture. Like, just trust and play so intentionally with the frequency of now and receive the divine compensation you need to live a life beyond your wildest dreams. Okay. I love you. Thank you. Let me know in the comments below where you are, where you're anchoring the light, and let us know. Let us know. Come back in a week. Let us know. But okay, one more point. The key is you're living in the 5D, in the unknown. So you can't seek and search. Okay? So even right now, it's okay if your human has expectations, maybe has thoughts and visions of what this is going to bring through or how you're going to do this. They're really wanting me to make it clear. It's beyond that. It's beyond words. It's beyond what I can tell you. It's beyond what you can tell you now. You don't know what the future now versions of you are going to feel. So just every now, choose what feels in vibrational alignment with this now you for 1 week and see what's revealed. Okay, officially ending this. I love you.